We are live. Excellent. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Yes. Holy shit! It is an hour and 15 minutes earlier than I'm normally on live. Online, not alive. But what the hell? It's Friday at 7:45 p.m. I feel like getting this painting done. The Shermantipede. I've officially named it. Shermantipede version 1.0. We will not be calling it that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop, we're going to do lime green here and red on the tips. And it'll look like an angry neon green penis. And I think that's what we're going for, right? Because if you are in battle and you're running across the battlefield looking like a neon green penis, you're going to win. Okay. Oh, and I put every green in there but neon. Pop a little in there. All right. And we'll just cut the edges. We'll get as close as we can to the end here. At the edge. Goes over the black, no problem. That's what our infamous Holbein ink is for. Friday, Friday, Friday. Yeah, I like that. So when he's crawling, it'll kind of it'll look really cool with the matching the other armor plates. There we go. Is that the dung beetle?
Yeah.
Sugar's working on another dung beetle time lapse, or maybe not another dung beetle one, but definitely another time lapse. This was a 3-piece rolling tray, custom rolling tray hand-painted rolling tray set that I live painted for a trade show at the OCB booth. There we go. Woo! Train's pulling in. The train is here. There we go. There we go. All right. A wee little green. Let's hop into this green. Start dropping in some darker shadows. There we go. Was that guy's guitar work?
Yeah.
It's an old West ditty. If you go to my YouTube channel too, you can check out the time lapses that we have finished, or SeanDietrichArt.com. Under the channel info, you can find all the links. There's about 6 or 7 time lapses up right now, and this one that he's working on behind me is a long time in the making. It's a very long time lapse. It's 3 rolling trays that I hand painted and time lapsed. And then he had a buddy of his come in and write a custom guitar music for it and whatnot. So just drop in a little bit of shadow here. I'll drop in the red, and then I'll go ahead and do the ink work. And get this all detailed out, and then we'll be done with the creature, and then we can work on dropping the color in the background. Do the signs last. Carentan and St. Lo. Two big battles that the 115th were involved in. Let's go with this darker red. And yeah, this will be the third conceptual painting over the last couple weeks streaming. You can look at the previous videos and see the Higgins landing craft boat with the 30 caliber mosquitoes, and then I did one of a close-up of an MG-42 mosquito. So all animalizations of different World War II vehicles, and which will all culminate into a 6-foot by 4-foot painting that I'm working on for a buddy of mine. So, but I wanted to hang out with these creatures for a little bit before I started in, and now that I have spent the time designing them and know exactly what the color schemes are and whatnot, it'll be a lot easier to visualize the piece on that scale, since it's so big and there'll be so many characters in it. Right. But on a little bit early, about an hour and 15 minutes earlier than I normally am. Had some free time, or nothing was pressing. I don't ever have free time, so I thought I would hop on and see if there's some people that generally hop on to watch a little earlier. I'm usually on Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. until whenever, 12:30, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Next week we're gonna kick off. I may do a couple of streams this weekend, depending. I have some packaging design to do for my merch line and other grunt work, but I might hop on and do a little stream this weekend. Streams are various or sporadic on the weekends if I do one at all. But and be sure to check out all the SeanDietrichArt.com is my website. @SeanDietrich is my Instagram. SeanDietrichArt on Facebook. You can find all sorts of goodies over there. I have a whole new merch line: tapestries, face shields, dab mats, rig mats. What else? Art books. I got 16 books published. Confidence Pig, my latest art book, is out and available. It's got 50 paintings, a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff, some unreleased paintings, and then also the writing is geared towards aspiring artists and helping them how to navigate through selling, touring, how to price your art, all that good stuff. So, and if you're watching and you have a link, please drop it in the chat so we can check out your artwork. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of Christmassy looking, but we can definitely get some splatters going there. Whoops. Red's getting excited. Nice. Alrighty. You know what? Well, I have that red. Why don't we make it a little bit of a dark line. There we go. Get that shaded a little darker on the bottom of the tongue there. Nice. Just a little darker. There we go. Oh, itchy nose. Had an itchy nose last night. Okay. Looks pretty good on camera too. Nice and vibrant. Looks like neon. Maybe I should hit it with some Day-Glo paint. All right. Let's get some detail work on that. Let's bust out our Holbein ink. I gotta start tagging them in these posts. I use the heck out of them. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and detail this section. I'll zoom in on the camera a little bit so you can see the line work. And maybe I'll twist it too. Bring this up right here. There we go. So these are the legs of the Shermantipede, the Shermantipede centipede. This is the phallic H.R. Giger portion of my painting. Woo! What are we smoking, sugar? Commander Root, thanks for the follow. Thanks for popping in.
We're smoking chocolate lemon chem dog.
Chocolate lemon chem dog is the weed of the night. Yeah, thanks for popping in, checking it out, and thanks for the follow.
Hailing from the fields of Mendocino.
Ooh, Mendocino.
This chocolate lemonade times chem dog cross reveals aromas of tangy lemon and haze with that funky chem flavor you know and love.
Oh boy.
From Dream City. Thanks, Dream City.
Yes, we'll give out a shout out to Dream City Dispensary and up here in the Pacific Northwest. All right. And next week we'll that's one of the goals this weekend is to get this thing penciled on the large scale. So the big 6-foot canvas I'm working on, or it's 2 3x4 panels put together, so it'll be kind of a diptych. I will get those all set up, and I want to start getting these pencils going.
So will that be 3x8 or 6x4?
6x4, 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. This would make an interesting caterpillar for like a World War II Alice series. Alice in Swaziland. So yeah, got a little work to do this weekend. Hiring someone to do my emotes and my sub badges, so those are on the way. The little devils. So I'm excited to get those going. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Tight thin lines down here. There we go. More hatching underneath there. Make it look like a ridge, though. Okay. Also got to update my image slideshow here with all the new artwork. I have all the scans back now from all the new artwork that I completed on Twitch over the last 2.5 weeks. I believe this Sunday will be the end of 3 weeks. I'll be into my 4th week, almost a month. There we go. Loving the line work. Okay. 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 get the detail work done on that. Let's pan back. There we go. We have ourselves a Shermantipede. The M4 Shermantipede. Wow. A little bit of that red. I missed the little bit of picture frame here under these pussy willows. How dare I? Okay, I think it's time we start the background. We'll detail that in. We'll do this. I kind of went in last night and did the rough pencils on where the different colors are going to be. I did want to pull up. So let's get a fresh palette so we can put our sunset colors in. Let's see. Do I have a picture of Voodoo Frog? Voodoo Frog. I have a piece that I did that really I think would lend itself nicely. If not, the caterpillar will. It was a ways back, I guess. Just looking through my Instagram here. I do have it, but I didn't actually get a picture of the finished one. Got some of the dark blue. Got some, okay. Okay. The lines were a lot tighter, so that blue would look really cool there. And then oranges. So I want to put a lot of oranges where the blues are, and then a lot of the purples and whatnot, but not overlap the tongue. So I think this purple up here would definitely look good, and then some more orange. I'll get more into the sunset colors. So maybe we'll just keep the purple up there. Let's grab some of our colors. Our beautiful orange. This is a weird looking, yeah, that's not even an orange. They lied to me. They lied. Okay. Maybe not so much the red. We could do, I don't want too much of that turquoise. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Here's the deep yellow. We like it a yellow. And go into our trusty PBR lunchbox. Oh yes. And we are pulling out some hot colors. Pulling out some hot Carls. That's a magenta. That would maybe look pretty cool. Alright. Some of that. I might use a lot of that. Okay. Some of that. That's a beautiful. We'll get into some violet up here for sure. And maybe a little bit of this baby blue, because sometimes when you look at a sunset, a big streak of blue comes through it. And Bob Ross said it was okay. I said, you're cool, dude. You're good to do that. All right. We're going to pop in this violet real quick up here. Let's cap our ink. Last thing I need is a big spill of Holbein. All right. So we're going to go in up here with the purple. And I'm going to actually do a small section, and depending on how it looks, we may expand upon it. There we go. This is definitely some movie score shit right here. See old Tarantino calling up. Hey, man. Can you use that song? There we go. What is it? Yeah, we'll bring the purple over. Bring it down behind the sign. The Carentan sign. There we go. And I kind of don't like that, just being there, so, yeah, let's definitely bring that out a bit. There we go. It's Friday, 8/20. I was born on Friday, 8/20, at 8:19 in the morning. And the Friday before that? Oh, yes, Friday the 13th. I think I'm going to tuck some dark purple up underneath here. There we go. And then What's up, dude? Nano Banano 6. That's Ian?
Huh?
Oh, I think he's happy to see you stream, brother, but literally, it's your brother.
Oh, your brother.
Yeah, I think Ian's on the horn. Nano Banano.
Tell him I said what's up.
Sugar says, "What's up?" You better hit that follow button. How is it going? Yeah, doing a little piece, and then you can see some of the other stuff that I did. Third week. Cheers. Yeah, streaming stuff's pretty cool. Been having a good time getting some work done. I mean, I figure I'm painting anyway, so might as well pop it up online. I already followed you. Nice. Okay. All right. There we go. Get that purple in there. Don't you stream? Aren't you? Do you stream your games on here? I know. I saw your Yeti microphone. All the cool girls have it. Let's see. Bigger brush. Whoops. Let's go.
Dildo hat.
Yes.
All the girls.
They definitely go to Alibaba.com. When do you normally stream? When you're at work? Girlfriend's streaming Warcraft right now. Oh, no shit. I knew it. He's watching me at work. Oh, that's cool. I gotta add both of you as friends on here. Or send me friend requests. Yeah, this is what my end of my third week. Happy to be getting a bunch of work done. I got what? This is my 5th new painting in 2 weeks, so printing money. Painting money. Morning, like 10 a.m. Yeah, I will never see your stream. I heard about them morning people. They're a bit strange. Oh, sometimes I get up and I mean, when I was still just lurking for a couple months, I looked at some morning people in the morning. That's where I saw that little gaming kid who's like 12 years old and has like Gillette sponsoring him. I'm like, this kid doesn't have any facial hair. Maybe he shaves his back. Yeah, I'm actually on a little bit earlier tonight. 9 p.m. on for me, Monday through Friday, and but tonight I wanted to hop on a little bit early just to see who was on, and look who's on, my brother. All right, get that purple in there. Yeah, it's gonna look nice against that green. Yeah, got the Higgins whaleboat, landing craft, 42 mosquitoes, and then the Shermantipede is what I'm calling this one. The Sherman tank centipede. Oh, there's a cigar czar. There's a guy that follows. He's my one subscriber too. He's a photographer and wants to connect with you. I told him you were starting up your photography business, and he said to connect with him and he'd give you some pointers. And You can check out his stuff, and he can check out yours. So Cigar Czar. He's not on, is he? I don't know. Not yet.
His wife's out of town.
But yes, that's right, the company retreat. When's 4th of July? That's Wednesday, okay. Wednesday. Time to blow some shit up. And I live in the country, so there are plenty of woodland animals. Alright, we won't do that. Yeah, try next week. Although next week I do have a bunch of stuff for Bourbon and Beyond I want to stream, so. Oh, you do? Oh, your new lens. Cool. Cool. You guys going to any shows or conventions? Anything booked? I did put an app in for TwitchCon. $250 for a 10x10 booth. I was like, that is a steal. And it's in the Bay Area, so I can have all, get to connect with all my Bay Area friends I don't see at all enough. There we go. Darken up that a little bit. World of Warcraft. They still play that shit? I guess if they still play Dungeons and Dragons, which is huge. I just saw there was a game online last night. There was 30,000 people watching it. I'm like, good lord. Oh, okay. Damn, is that the same one? I wonder. Alan Moorfield and I used to go to a Tyson's Corner, a little one-day show. And maybe it was 2 days. And check out all just like the conference room of a hotel in Tyson's Corner. That's where I got Bob McLeod's signature. I think it was the first comic I ever got signed. I think that's where I saw Eric Larson tear Alan a new one when he tried to get a portfolio reveal. You play PUBG right now. Everyone plays PUBG, yeah. I'd have to play it. Watching it is a complete snore. I don't mind logging in and checking out, when people are they're closing in and they're actually, fighting each other. But half the time I tune in, it's just people running. I'm like, is this it's like a workout game? You don't instead of getting you in shape, you get your character in shape. They renamed it a couple times because they gave it a new name again. What? PUBG they renamed? It's called SlugG, PUBG. They should just name it Running Around for 30 minutes and then getting into a 30-second firefight where you die. Although not as bad as Fortnite, where you're carrying an entire Home Depot in your backpack. You're in the middle of a battlefield and you're like, I think I'll build a tree house. And make sure you get those nice 45-degree angle cuts. The beauty's in the details. There we go. Oh, the Tyson's Corner convention. You're talking about the renaming. All right, I thought they renamed PUBG. I'm like, why on earth would they do that? I think one or two people might get offended. It's such a weird name anyway, like the full name, you know. Oh, I hear doors slamming. It's the wife! Ian's online.
What up, bro?
Rachel says, what up, bro? Are you painting? Rachel's painting too.
Yes, I'm painting.
We're gonna stream her live next, painting the walls.
Not.
There's got to be a house painting stream. I saw some guy like working on his car the other day. I was like, man.
There's probably an amputee stream even.
An amputee stream. I bet there is.
Watch amputees do things.
There's one cool stream where this guy builds joysticks out of like seashells and logs and joysticks. Like the other day, he was playing with a deer skull that he had wired up, or what. I was like, that is the shit, man. Yeah, I thought that was pretty gnarly. Like, obviously, that guy gets a lot of views. All right. I'll have to darken this pink around here. That's going to pop maybe, well, let's see when it's all in. Because it's just going to hit the tongue right here, but I think the tongue might blend in a little. But I'll start putting some oranges in below that, and then we'll see what works. Sometimes you just don't fucking know. There we go. Huh? Sweet. What time is it out there? 11:35 on the East Coast, right? You get off work at midnight, Ian? If he's still on. Are you one of my 2 viewers? I know I'm one of them. There we go. Cut that in tight. Boom. Have I been on for almost an hour already? Seems like 2 years. There we go. So close to leaving it nice. All right. Ooh, Instagram's blowing up. Nice. We like that. That's definitely been a benefit being on here. My Instagram is going crazy. All right, we'll switch to a smaller brush. That's the gunshot. So we can get into these little tight areas around the shears. Holy shit. There's just one guy tearing up my Instagram right now. I'm like, ooh. Good news about work is they have a new pay scale. Oh, nice. The more PUBG you play, the more they pay you? I'm going to turn this sideways so we can get an easier access to this line right here. I got kickback pay all the way from the beginning of the year. Shut the fuck up. That's amazing, dude. Aren't corporations? See, this is where corporate people can be, where it can work out. As opposed to my corporate dealings right now.
Invest that pay in some fucking
Yeah.
for the photography business.
That's right. Back pay
Or marketing.
for photography marketing and equipment. Or you could move out of mom's house. Yeah, exactly. Screw that. Alright, there we go. A little bit darker underneath there. It's kind of blending in with that purple, so I'll have to probably put a second layer on. But I will cut across. And even though I got some of these things blocked off, you know, I will go in and add some more cloud work, or I'll add some floaties. Back pays all for the new place. That's what. Awesome, man. Awesome. Good to hear. Hell yeah. You guys staying in Virginia, or did you ask IBM where they have satellite divisions? South France, Berlin, Tokyo, or Texas. Alabama. There you go. All right, get that. There we go. So the idea is taking the darker paint and really pushing it up against these brighter colors so it really pops. And then, yeah, once this orange is put in here, I believe this tongue should be fine. I don't think I need to add more color around it, but if need be, it is possible. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. Special thanks to PBR for making beer. Yeah, so why don't let's take our darkest orange and start with this orange and put a little red in it. A little alizarin crimson. We definitely want to move out of Virginia. Good, good, good. Virginia, that state has one use, being the state that you leave. Just so you can say, I'm getting the fuck out of Virginia. Yeah. This is a dark, dark color. I'll light it up against that. So what we'll do, we'll actually thin out this line. And there'll be black line work, so this ink work will be, I'll go over, you know, the clouds and whatnot that are in the middle there. They have a data center in Milan, Italy? Do it, man. Ciao, Bella. Sure they got an Olive Garden for you, too. I mean, Italian's supposedly a very, very easy language to learn, so. Whoa. This here's a tail. You got the Old West going on behind me there. And a drum sound check.
Yeah, they don't really sound like gunshots.
Kinda. I mean, if I was watching something where a guy was shooting and that was the sound, I might believe it was a gunshot.
They are gunshots, man.
Yeah. It's just because it's Old West, we're thinking of that ricochet, you know.
Wow, I pitched them up.
Heading out to work, 40-minute drive home. Cool, dude. Glad to know you're on there. Send me a friend request if that way I know you're Nano Banano. Tell Jenna to add me as well. That way, if I do catch you guys while you're on and streaming, I will hop on and heckle the shit out of you. Man, you don't know how to play. What kind of move was that? Noob. All right. So we're going to thin, usually I had a big block there, but I think we're going to thin the orange to a little bit. That crimson orange, that was a really weird color. It's very odd. Sounds good, will do. Awesome, dude. Always cool when the little brother pops in to watch you paint. Say what up. They do sound like black cats, huh? Wow! That's a firecracker, I know. Alright. And we are going until I finish this painting tonight, so...
Yeah, just like sample a fucking Old Western. Get the reach that classic gunshot.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta throw a Wilhelm scream in there, too.
Who, what?
A Wilhelm scream.
Who's Wilhelm?
Look it up, Google it. It's in almost every movie, like if a guy falls off a horse or a building, you hear that. Yeah, yep, it's that real kind of, you know. But I'm not sure the exact history of it, but I just know it was like an old-timey thing that happened, and then it became this...
History of the Wilhelm scream.
There we go. History of the Wilhelm scream. This is tonight's trivia. Yeah, there it is. Play it again really loud. Well, that's definitely going to be a sound that I use on my stream. Yeah. That is the Wilhelm scream. And now every movie you watch, that is going to like pop out. You're going to be like, shit. Amazing.
Brilliant shit. Let's see if I can find a download of that. Sample that shit.
We could just do 8 minutes of that. Then mix it in with Wilford Brimley saying diabetes. Ooh, diabetes. That would be perfect.
Wilhelm scream sample, 1951.
1951. I thought it was earlier than that. Ah.
Free download.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect first used in 1951 for the film Distant Drums.
Distant
Actor
drums.
singer Sheb Wooley is considered, I don't know what the hell else it is considered to be the most likely voice actor for the scream, having appeared on a memo as a voice extra for the film.
Ah.
The Charge at Feather River, 1953.
Sounds like a Western. I think it is him falling off a horse or something, right?
The scream is heard when a soldier named Private Wilhelm, played by Ralph Brooke, gets shot in the leg by an arrow.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Sounds like a Western.
Oh my god, nerd shit. Ready?
Nerd shit, okay.
Second most popular, question mark. I've always heard this take described as the Wilhelm and that there were 7 takes. I think this one was take 5. And that take 7 appeared in a few things too. The best is when you get a recording with the engineer slating, man being eaten by a crocodile, take 3. It's just another day in the salt.
I think that's take 5.
Yeah. Oh, here's another person.
All right.
The Grande says there were actually 4 different variations of the Wilhelm. This is the
Jesus.
original and the second most popular.
The second most popular. Amazing.
Well, I'm going to download the second most popular Wilhelm.
Woo!
Wherever that is.
Put a little blue. We might even do 2 blues there. I think it'll.
That's what I want.
That's the shit right there.
And I can download it for free.
Beautiful.
Why? Because it is public domain.
Nice. The Wilhelm Scream is public domain. PUBG domain. There we go.
It was made in 1951.
Yeah, is that beyond copyright now?
I have no idea how that all works at the moment.
Yeah. I haven't really
I probably should know how that works.
Yeah, I haven't been up on the how long my shit until it can get stolen legally age.
I'm just waiting for cease and desist.
Yeah, right.
Send me a cease and desist, whatever.
Oh, are we not at that age yet? Okay. Thanks for the letter.
Thanks for the letter. I have no category for this.
Do they
Don't I have a sound effects folder?
Do they still send cease and desist letters, or do they just like text it to you?
They just know your phone number.
Yo, man, cut that shit out. LOL. The law offices of. What? Who the fuck is this?
Alright, new folder. Classic sound effects. Oh, that's where it is. I actually do have a folder for this shit. Audio samples, 100 sound effects.
There you go. 100 sounds to get you through sex.
1, 2, and 3. I already have the Wilhelm screen.
Ooh, that would be funny. You just haven't used it.
I didn't even know it existed.
That's insane. That's like an awesome piece of useless knowledge.
Thanks. That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. Yeah. I know how to draw, and I know stuff.
And then there's remembered dumb shit.
Yep.
I do have heavy breathing and heartbeat.
Heavy breathing.
I also do have hoarse whinnies and snorts.
Oh, we could throw a couple of those in there. It is a Western. You could put one right before he screams. Like, you know, nay. Ah! My horse kicked me off. Sounds like what they use on what my kid's fart machine uses. Ooh.
Alright. We also have classic here, Angry Mob.
Sounds like a cocktail party. If that's an angry mob, they have definitely not been to bars I've been to. They sound like they're like, who's going to get angry first? I don't know. Let's argue about it. I don't understand. Oh, I got paint on my shirt. You'd think as a professional artist that wouldn't happen. Pew, pew. I like that crimson.
What the fuck? This is like from the 1900s.
Yeah. You want to play a game before the talkies? Yeah, it sounds like somebody beating up a telephone. Like.
Well, here's a rifle shot.
There we go. You need like an old Winchester. That's kind of cool. I like this crimson color, so we're going to throw it down a little bit more. Here we go. Is this angry mob on horse? Moon Witch.
It's called Spanish Men on Horseback Chasing Indians.
Spanish men on horseback chasing Indians. It's very specific.
Crazy doings.
Crazy doings. Now that sounds like it's from the 1900s. We're doing well. Sugar's going through a catalog of samples. He's working on a new track for a new time lapse that takes place with a dung beetle in the Old West that I painted. And I brought up the Wilhelm scream, which is a very famous movie scream. And now he is pulling up all these Old West samples, and that was the last one. It's a bunch of horses and rifle shots, and then there was one that was just like Spanish guys chasing an Indian. And I'm painting, by the way. I'm doing that old thing with the brush. How's your Friday? What is going on? Beautiful Friday in Washington, right? I am not going to champs. Hey. Nothing much. I washed my hair 4 hours ago and it's still not dry. Have you taken it out from underneath the water? Did you? You probably have a lot more hair than I do. My hair dries in a minute. My head's shaved, so. Or buzzed. Staying home on a Friday, washing your hair. Yeah. She's like, yes, I did, smartass. It is? Oh, it is a 50s movie. Yeah, that does sound like. Come on, Mary, come out to the sock hop. I gotta stay home and wash my hair. That would be funny. You're just sitting there with your hair under the water. Why is it not drying?
This really is an Indian attack. They're going.
Yeah. Lovely 1950s racist sound effect.
It's a pretty good Indian attack. Here's some Indian war whoops.
Indian war whoops, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they're authentic, I mean, we could ask Julia.
Next is a Western gunfight.
Western gunfight. There's the ricochet, yeah. Nice. One guy's got a cap gun in the Yeah. Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'm aiming right at him. Yeah.
This is no time for games.
Dear God, Bobby, put the bullets in.
Alright, well, I got my Western gunfight sounds that I needed.
Awesome.
They also have the M48 medium tank.
Why not throw that in?
Ooh, I'm sampling that.
The M48.
That is a legitimate sample.
That sounds awesome. Oh yeah, get your World War II samples on, because we got the mosquito, the whale, and the Shermantipede.
Oh, I'm good. I got
the time lapse.
52 launching a missile.
Awesome.
Damn. I'm totally using that sound of the M48 here. I bet if I pitch that down, you'll be able to hear
the gear shifting.
Yeah, like the rhythm on the engine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love how that crimson, that works really nice against this blue. Really nice.
Oh, well, and here you go. Here's some nickel.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Hello, hello. Is anybody hearing me? Was that a space cricket?
Intergalactic space gun battle.
Intergalactic locust attack?
Alright, so here's an M39 autocannon.
Okay.
And, a 30 caliber machine gun coming up here.
Oh, gotta have the 30 cal for the mosquito. There we go. That's some dusty, smoky, purple. Yep. It's got kind of that.
And this one's the M39.
Warm. Jesus. Is that a minigun?
It's a 20 millimeter.
That's huge.
It's not small.
It's not tiny.
This is an Army pistol range.
Disco Doll wants to know, is Sugar making an industrial track? That's right up our alley, though. That's next.
That's probably what the fucking mosquito is going to be.
Yeah, I think for any of these, the time lapses we're going to do of what I painted on with the Sherman and the whale and the mosquito should definitely are going to go in the realm of some Neubotten or Throbbing Gristle or
some fucking rabies.
Some KMFDM. Oh yeah, Skinny Puppy Rabies, definitely. We are all about it.
Oh geez, dude, Bible reading in Cherokee.
What? The Bible says, "Get the fuck off my land." Sounds like in Cherokee, I still don't believe in God.
This is Indians attacking a stagecoach.
Oh. So I'm going to throw some blue in here, like I said earlier. You know, sometimes in a sunset, you get those blue streaks in there, and this could kind of be like reactions from gas attacks or, you know, shit in the air from explosions, and you never know what's going to create those. Was that in there?
I just threw it in there.
Nice.
At the end.
We're going to Wilhelm scream our way through our Friday.
I can probably download a bunch of fucking
oh yeah.
gun samples though, like World War II shit.
We got to take some of this down to Paul Barker at his shop and be like, "You're old and bored. Help us out with this project."
You're old and bored. Oh, he's gonna be helping us. He's gonna be having to help me figure out how to use my damn stick when I get it.
Right. And hand out flyers.
He's gonna have to hand out flyers.
Yeah, right. Okay, now that you're helping with the band, we're going to need you to help hand out flyers. He's like, fuck you, man. I'm known.
I'm known.
He'll be like, Al never made me hand out flyers. You're worse than him. All right. If a little bit gets in the paint below it, no worries. Because we're just going to ink over it. Nice. Very cool. There we go. And there'll be, like how I took the tree and added all this internal line work, there'll be a bunch of that going on. Not quite as much as, say, like the bottom of the whale painting, because I don't want this to get lost, because there is a lot of horizontal line work, but there'll definitely be a bunch to kind of separate that out. And then I want to put one blue, probably like right behind here. Fill in these gaps with blue. The crimson looks really nice with it. Or what is the official title of that color? Medium magenta. I think sometimes I just make up the names of the colors because I want them to look like that. Yeah, you're crimson. At least I got the family of color. At least it's in the red. What? That's green. Which worse is, I think some people believe me. Yeesh. Thank you, Cleveland. People believing that the names of the colors I call the colors when they're not the names of the colors. There we go. Just touch that up. Yeah, more of a Western industrial track. But it's kind of like the, if you saw the Fear and Loathing painting that I did, it's 3 medium-sized rolling trays that fit together, and they form kind of the high desert plateaus and painted desert, like in the background of the Hunter S. Thompson piece that is in the image slideshow. And then there's a dung beetle. There's like a big ball of shit, and then like my wife sculpted this little dung beetle character that actually came with, so the guy in Queens who actually bought it for his smoke shop. So if you're ever in Queens, stop by El Dorado to find a smoke shop. You set them up so on little easels, so it's got the whole backdrop with the little poop ball, and one of them's pushing it up a hill, and then the 3D sculpture sits in front of the rolling trays, and he's like pointing. He's kind of the foreman that's like, get that ball of shit up the hill. One of the few mixed media pieces I've worked on. But we're starting to get into that a little bit. I got a prehistoric painting over here hanging on the wall that needs finishing, but it's basically these dinosaurs are attacking Vera, and she's killed one and is roasting it. But we made these paper mache teeth that actually clamp onto the top and bottom of the canvas. You can see it on my Instagram. You scroll down a bit. We had it out for last year for Louder Than Life and Bourbon and Beyond. Just starting to experiment. She's getting into doing some polystyrene sculpture and all that goodness. Cool. A little blue in here. All right, and we're gonna go in with just some. How does this orange look against this? Yeah, there's a bigger brush. Smashing beats. Disco Doll says smashing beats.
Smashing
Smashing Beats. I don't know if that's the music or what they're currently doing. I'm juicing, man. Gotta smash these beats. Beat wine. You can make beat wine, right? Oh, this is our friend, the salmon color. Hello, friend. Oh, let's see. And with this, we may go in and you know, everything else is a little smoother. Maybe we'll do more brush strokes here just to add a different texture to the layer and something to play around with visually. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna turn this sideways a bit. It is not your television. So I can cut in this line a lot easier. And we'll flip it over. There we go. And I'll be on for the next couple hours working on this. Definitely, I'm going to finish this up tonight. So next week I can start on some other cool projects. And hopefully figure out how to stream the larger scale painting. I'm thinking of just nailing it to the wall over here. And then just bringing my drawing table around to be able to mount the camera. And I'll just zoom in on certain sections that I'm working on, and or once I get the pencils and the inks in, I'll do one stream where I just kind of talk about the whole painting, and I'll show, you know, move the camera around and show the different sections, show where the different creatures are that I've been developing on Twitch over the last couple weeks. Name of a magenta color. It's magenta. Medium magenta. There you go. Is this one, which is the this color, and then this color is ran away. Where the hell did it go? No, I hope I don't need it again. Or maybe that's it. Wait. No, that's a different pink. Hell, I don't know where it went. And then there's what the hell is that? Quinacridrone magenta as well. Oh, Smashing Beats references. Bam, there we go. See? Keep the joke running. That's probably how they did it back in the day. You want purple? You go out to the garden.
Go smash beats.
You go smash beats. There we go. Put some little cuts in it. No, I don't like that. Okay. Grab some more of that color. You got to sample the dog snoring.
The dog snore will have to be on a different piece.
Yeah. That'll be like an. Oh yeah, that could be the whale sound. You know? Is that a sleeping 10-pound dog or a 400-ton whale? Whatever. Can't tell the difference. All right. That's crazy on my iMac. Like, I'm looking at the OBS and the colors look fine, but on for some reason on my Mac, like, everything just looks neon. I think there needs to be some calibration. But all the new art I've worked on over the last couple of weeks is up on my website, SeanDietrichArt.com already. So if you want to see what they actually look like when they are finished and professionally photographed by the fine people over at How It Works, Pretty cool name for a business. There we go. And we're almost done with the majority of the color work. Once we drop this in, it's the rest of it is line work. A little orange in there. There we go. You could go through samples for days.
What's that?
You can sit and listen to samples for days.
I'm not just sitting here listening to you.
Well, I know what I'm saying. I could. I'm sure there's some funny ass shit. And very specific.
Especially when you make your own samples too.
Yeah, like,
Always dumb shit in
oh yeah. What do we got? Let's open up this coldie. Maybe an hour and a half in. Happy Friday, everyone. And if you don't have an ice cold PBR, hopefully you have the love of a good dog. All right, what are we putting here? Let's go ahead and bring in some of that yellow. I want a clean brush for that, so going with this. It's got a nice chisel on it. That might be, no, we'll work with it. Why don't you just die? And these are going to be black, so you can go right over the stalks. Ah! Use the chisel to cut into there and there. And there we go. Jay Mantizana, if I pronounced that right. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Working on this Shermantipede, Sherman tank centipede tonight for a commission to commemorate my friend's grandfather as part of the 115th in World War II and stormed Normandy, St. Lo. So we're putting together some conceptual paintings for the big boy. There we go. Wow. All right. Yeller. Like background noise?
Yeah, like I need them separate so that like they all follow through, even if they layer on top, you know, because it sounds like they get all chopped up and sounds stupid.
Was that multiple or one
It's like a
sample?
whole gunfight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some of them are echoing
So
other.
the first one is good, but the
So you need like firing range, not or shooting range samples as opposed to an entire gunfight, so you can get the sample of just the one gun.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Get some yellow down in here.
But not that. See, that's still.
That doesn't have that ricochet.
Yeah, the.
It's a good gunshot sample, but no ricochet. Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got? 9:18. All right. So this is when I normally stream, about 9 p.m., but came on about an hour and 40 minutes early today. Had a little time. Really wanted to get this painting done, so I hopped on about 7:45 or so. I guess an hour and 15 minutes. So we're just sugar searching out samples, working on a new track right now.
Holy fuck, dude.
Holy fuck, dude. What did we find?
Well, this is archive.org, and it's all public domain samples.
Nice. Archive.org. Public domain samples. That's like I used to use, there's a government website that has about 600,000 photographs from the 20s and 30s. And I used to use them as a reference, and if I was making weird flyers for shows, I would pull photos because there's no copyright. I forgot the name of the site. Obviously, it was one of those weird government names, like info.gov.farm.org. Something. But it was part of Roosevelt's project to put people to work, so he sent a few thousand people out just to photograph day-to-day life.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's not just, and it's like a image library, audio, and.
Oh, cool. A little bit of everything. Maybe you're on that site. Okay.
Buffalo Bill Jr.
And for those just joining, if this is your first time on the stream, make sure you add me on Instagram at Sean Dietrich. Dietrich spelled Diet Rich. Easy way to remember it. SeanDietrichArt.com is my website, and yeah, I am a painter. Started out in comic books, worked for PlayStation. I got a mural up at the corporate headquarters of Facebook. I've done live painting, over 4,500 events at various festivals and nightclubs over the last 19 years. And I have 16 books published, comic books, graphic novels, children's books, art books. Working on a new business book for artists right now on how to sell, how to tour, how to price your art. My new book, Confidence Pig, that's on my site as well, kind of touches on some of those subjects. We talk about Walmartists. Coined that term. Wonderful little term. There's a blog on my site. You can look it up. Yeah, just a little bit more of that orange. Is it the dark orange? Let's do the salmon-ish orange. And then I stream Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. until whenever, unless, like today, I decided to hop on a little bit early. And occasionally I may hop on the weekend if I'm doing something interesting. that I feel is worthy to show you guys art-wise. I will not hop on just to show you me making spaghetti or other uninteresting shit. Right, there we go. And if you guys go to any of the big Danny Wimmer shows, Welcome to Rockville, Carolina Rebellion, Rock on the Range, Louder Than Life, Urban and Beyond, or Aftershock, I am there set up doing live art. And I did put in for a TwitchCon booth, so we'll see. And I think Sugar and I, we may do a panel. We're deciding whether we want to, you know. The kid books. Amazon, if you put my name in, the other Sean Dietrich will pop up too, but you'll see there's a Hansel and Gretel and a Sleeping Beauty, like comic version, and then there was one called Hunter's Moon, and these were out through Stone Arch Books, which is a subsidiary of Capstone Press. But I think there's still some versions of, and there's one called, it's an anthology that has my Hansel and Gretel in it, I believe. So, and then my wife actually is an author of a few books. We put out one called The Fruits of Our Labor, which we need to re-release. And then she has 3 new books in the works right now. My buddy Kai Martin, another phenomenal artist, KaiMartinArt.com, is working on the art. He's doing all the black and white art, and then we're going to scan it, print it on canvas, and then I'm going to paint it and do all the color work. But it's about a snowman who loses one eyeball made of coal, and so he thinks, well, the only way I'm going to get another eyeball is if I'm bad, and Santa Claus will bring me another piece of coal. And so he goes on a tear, just terrorizing the elves, trying to get on the bad list so he can get an eyeball. But then there's a nice moral of the story when he realizes that maybe friendship is worth more than having 2 eyes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some people on Amazon or eBay selling. I'm almost 100% sure that there's someone on Amazon that they do still sell copies of it. While we're doing it, well, first of all, I need to add the yellow in here. And then let's put in the paint for this, and then I'll be done with color, and then it's all just line work from here until we're done, till I'm done. But you're here for the ride, so I guess we. What I need is a little brown, but I'm going to mix it in with this deep yellow and kind of give it more of a golden brown color. Yeah, I really enjoyed working on Hunter's Moon is another one. That was the very first book that I did for Stone Arch Books, and it wasn't a comic. It was a spot illustrations, which I really enjoyed. But then they wanted me to do a bunch of comic work, and I'm like, I don't want to do sequential work. I want to do these spot illustrations. I want to get paid good money to draw a twig. But they were all fun books to work on. And it came at the right time. Just, I had all my comic books out, which are super dark and really bloody and brutal. And, I guess not too bloody, but there's a couple scenes. And I was kind of in a niche, I was pigeonholed. I mean, it was, 3 books out, and they were all just like, holy shit, these are weird. And I needed something a little more mainstream so I could start getting other jobs. And I answered a Craigslist ad, and actually did some 3D or sketches that eventually became 3D characters for a movie called The Flea Circus. And I showed them that and said, look, I do all these dark comic books, but I also did this cool kid shit. And they were like, all right. But basically at that time, they were telling me they were having trouble getting 9 to 14-year-old boys to read because all the artwork was all flowery and watercolory, and they were actually looking for some darker artists. to keep the interest of the younger boys that didn't want to look at watercolor paintings. They want dark colors and a little more edgy.
An hour of Old West saloon sound.
Old West saloon sounds? Get off my whore. She charged me double. Oh, of course, the player piano.
I'll be back in an hour, Sean.
Yeah, it plays for an hour. Welcome everybody to the Dietrich Saloon.
There was like a shootout and like some gambling happening in the background.
There's a card up your sleeve. What? All right, we are done in color for now. I may add a little once that dries. I'll put a little bit in now, but I don't remember. I just want to make it a little.
Holy
bit.
shit!
What was that? Just want to get that shadow up underneath that sign, and then maybe some of the. Oh, the show is about to. Oh, there's your shooting.
Yeah, we're clapping and everything.
There's like people clapping.
Yeah, totally has like a little bit of the voodoo frog sort of vibe to it with the cattails and shit.
Yeah, I was looking at it like, oh, I've seen this painting before.
So is that supposed to be a doorway or a window?
It's just a way to frame up. So I frame this side with the tree and the log, and then you do a little thin picture frame to completely frame it in. And then the outside is just another color. So just a way to layer the framing. It's an old-timey style of doing it.
Norman Rockwell over here.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Norman Rockwell, Sherman tank at Thanksgiving. All right. Put these colors away. What was that? I think some guy just vomited.
Somebody just puked in the background.
Yeah.
Next you need to hear some hey fellas.
Yeah. Y'all look lonely. It's like Westworld. I think Sugar did leave for an hour. I think we're going to listen to Old West sounds in the background. But that's okay. It was a good saloon. All right. So we'll start lining. So the first thing I like to do is go and obviously just really accentuate the lines where the colors meet. But we can also, add a few ancillary lines on the side. And then this thing will really start to take off and move. Oh, somebody just crashed through a window. Oh yeah, that's right. These are black. We can go right through them. Okay. We can also hit the edge of any edges where color kind of came in and maybe disturbed the black line or the cleanness of it. This is the time to clean it up. This is all brushwork too. This is No Copic markers or fine point pens or no digital touch up in the end. So completely all freehand, traditional work. All the paintings I do are of that nature. So basically, you know, a little bit thicker on the lines that separate the colors, and then we go in and add a couple of striations and various lines. Zoom in a little bit so the line work better. And some colors, like if I want to take this orange and I want to do a lot of line work, and then leave these more open just for general contrast, and we can do that. Oops. Tighten the work around that claw. Now, what would that be? A fingernail for a centipede, or what do you call that? Is it a claw? I'm sure there's a Latin name. There we go. There we go. And we'll tighten up the black line around the picture frame in the end as well, and make that really pop. Probably go real thick on the outside line, a little bit thinner on the inside. Just kind of slam the brush on the side. Leave that fairly open. Alright, so continue that over here. kind of bring it in. These are all in black. They're all going to be silhouetted, so it doesn't matter if I go draw right through them. It'll make it line up a lot nicer too. But as you can see, we'll leave the yellow open a lot more than the orange lines that will kind of tighten it. Hit this. I like this old-timey saloon music. Maybe I'll just pick a YouTube video that's like samples of different atmospheres and transport you to a different place every night. It is still going, yeah. So I told them, I was like, every night I'm just going to pick a different sample, different, tonight we're at a space lounge, Just stream for 4 hours with a weird background music. No, there's been some great shit. There's been, like, people smashing glasses, like, one guy just keeps vomiting. Or coughing or whatever, but it doesn't sound healthy. He's got consumption. He's got the consumption.
I always thought consumption was just like being an addict of some sort, like alcoholic or opium or whatever.
Right.
Died from consuming too much.
Yeah. He died of consumption. He bought too much on Black Friday.
He's a materialist.
Right? Yeah.
Died from materialism. That's a funny thing.
Alright, there we go.
Did you see the fucking article of the lady that fucking left her 18-month-old or something like that, like young kid in the car, and like when she went to work.
Jesus.
And the kid died.
Oh my God.
She literally was supposed to be taking the kid to daycare before she went to work. She just got into her routine, forgot to fucking drop the kid off, forgot that the kid was even in the car. She even went to lunch with the kid in the back seat and didn't see the kid either.
That's crazy.
She's a fucking nurse.
Oh God.
And she was at a hospital, working at a hospital. And at the end of her day, she went out and saw that her kid had turned blue.
Oh gosh.
So she took the kid, ran inside, and of course, the kid was dead by then.
Jesus. Gotta pay attention when you leave your kid in the car.
And the lady's in, she's being charged with, second-degree manslaughter and is in jail and is trying to convince the guard to let her kill herself.
Oh my God.
I mean...
She probably should. She doesn't...
Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to do with your life after that?
She's not really fit for anything. Craziness in the news today. Well, we'll do maybe the blue. The blue will leave completely clean, void of any line work. So we kind of get, little variations that help contrast the different layers besides color. Alright, so let's do hit the rag. Oh, somebody had some dinner. There we go. It really just sounds like any other bar, but because it has the old-timey piano,
Yeah,
it's Old West.
that's the thing that really takes it there.
Yeah. Because no one's really, through dialogue or whatnot, you're not.
Well, then there was some gunshots. So then it just sounds like a hip hop club.
Yeah, exactly. Is that Kanye's house or the Old West?
Piano. It's still fun.
Yeah, Kanye would never be that cultured.
So the dude at the dispensary was trying to convince me that this weed was gonna make me pass out.
What?
So I started with this one a couple hours ago. It's called Royal Kush by O. McDonald.
Oh, McDonald. Old McDonald was dyslexic. Oh, aye.
Lil Bud.
Yeah, I love when, that's a pretty big claim,
I'm like, dude, nothing gets me that wasted.
Yeah. You're gonna smoke this and be dead. And you're gonna sleep for a week. Especially when it's like a product that affects people in a million different ways. It's like, oh, really? You're gonna call that?
If I had never smoked weed before, yes.
You're like, I'm a pro though.
Dabs are probably the only thing that'll put me down, and that's like, I gotta do a lot of those.
Are we at the 2-hour mark already? Sometimes too, I'll go through some of these lines and just do vertical, like all the way over, but not this time. But on your Tankipede, you go ahead and do whatever you want. On your Tankipede. It's your tank. Trippy, psychedelic, a little bit. This would make a great blacklight poster. Wonder if that's possible. little fin hatching down there. Just a little bit on each one of these. Where am I? The world disappeared.
That's some bullshit. And 20 minutes in.
What? That's not authentic.
Advertisement.
It's authentic.
Yeah.
Hello. We should put that in like during the credits. Art by, music by. Boom, 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 boom. I'm bringing some of this grass. What'd you say? Okay.
The latest from Twilight Fauna balances suffocating black metal with moody tone poems and skipping Americana.
What?
Suffocating black metal with moody tone poems and
Skipping Americana. All right.
I
Interesting.
kind of feel like we need to hear some of this.
I'm not opposed to it. Well, now I am, but that's because you hit play.
Pre-order it.
You can pre-order. So I'm gonna hop over here and I'm gonna drop some ink in on these signs.
Wow, dude. Okay. Their page says one. They're from Tennessee.
Okay. Black metal from Tennessee.
They're an atmospheric metal band devoted to telling the stories of Appalachia.
A black metal band dedicated to telling the stories of Appalachia. All right. Grandpa had a whiskey stout.
What you were listening to is a song called As Autumn Turns to Spring.
Ooh.
And it's limited to 200 copies on translucent green with yellow splatter vinyl.
Excellent. They're going to sell one.
I bet they'll sell out.
Probably. To everyone in Appalachia.
Yeah, well, if you got enough cousins, they'll buy a record.
Yup. Bust out the Victrola. That's crazy, man. That's a very specific genre.
Wow, he's got banjo, fiddle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's...
You want to hear, that was a banjo track.
Really?
Hold on.
Amazing.
Let's start over. As autumn turns to spring, it's only 2 minutes 45 seconds. Oh.
There it is. Woo. Let's crank up the IQ on this stream. Mama sister likes the painting.
It's really good.
Good picking, yeah. And then the guitar comes in.
doesn't sound like atmospheric metal at all.
Yeah, what is this? Like, introduction to their TV show? Their web channel? Where's the metal? Then it kicks into this?
Yeah. Song 2. Crooked Road.
Crooked Road. Love it.
I can sample this.
Why would you? I don't foresee you doing a painting about life in Appalachia. That's crazy. Where's them poems? No, it sounds like a track off The Fragile by Nine Inch Nails. Trent's about to lovingly grab the mic. Tell us about lost love and heroin. The same song?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That part was for Grandma.
For Grandma. Actually, this part is for Grandma.
Yes.
Bro, the 12 inches sold out.
No way. Shut up.
I told you.
Fuck.
Oh no, this is the new release. They're on pre-order. But the other one is sold out.
Damn.
And he only has 2 t-shirts left.
My mom bought all 200 copies.
I totally want a... What was the name of the band? I can't read it.
Oh, they got a death metal logo where it looks like a bunch of tree roots.
It's the Enchanted Fauna or whatever. What's his name again?
The Enchanted Forest.
I'll buy a t-shirt.
Nice.
Twilight Fauna.
Twilight Fauna.
You can pre-order the digital album.
That's the animals that inhabit
$6.
the animals that inhabit the Twilight movie set.
Ooh, you could get a 3x3-inch embroidered patch with heat seal backing.
Ooh. Shut the fuck up.
Design done in collaboration with Stephen Wilson, the unknown relic.
He is an unknown relic? He's probably a human. The unknown relic.
T-shirt.
Yes.
White ink on black fabric.
Uh-oh. What? White ink on black metal fabric?
Yes.
I love metal bands. They're funny people.
Dude, the t-shirt's only $14.
Bargain at twice the price.
Oh, it's Appalachian made metal. That's what his fucking patch looks like.
Oh, nice. Do they have moonshine or?
No, moonshine. Can it come with some fucking moonshine?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is what the patch looks like.
Where's the shine? What's the patch look like? Oh, that's cool.
Terribleness all through and through.
It looks like a
It says old time mountain music. Twilight Fauna, and then it's got a tree.
They probably beat up somebody and stole one.
And a fucking silhouette.
I was gonna say it looks like an emblem for like the Parks and Recreation of some small town. Like, yeah.
He's got this fucking tattooed on the inside of his arm too.
Looks like a tumor.
And it says he's got old time mountain music. Fucking on.
amazing.
I love this dude.
Woo! Extreme close up. There we go. Enjoy the line work. We're getting there. We are doing it to it.
Sold out. Oh, this is the, okay, I get it. That is the old album that we were listening to.
Oh, there is a more updated version. Appalachia pop music.
No, it's not pop.
It's band.
Don't get it twisted.
It's banj metal. Get that line nice and dark right there. Go along his back. Tickle his neck.
I don't know how this happened, but my entire feed is about metal today on Bandcamp.
Is it National Metal Day?
No, it's just how it goes. You know,
Yeah.
Bandcamp is. I mean, I don't choose anything to be on the front page specifically. I just let them. You know, they got their own thing.
Ah. We got our own thing now.
You don't get to manipulate it, is what I'm trying to say. You just gotta take what they give you.
No manipulation? Well, why bother?
I guess I can click on this thing called feed, which is probably whatever the latest tunes
Yeah.
of people I follow. And I probably follow some pretty fucking half-ass bullshit. I don't really follow.
Oh, yeah. Come to Hot Red Dance Party.
Here's a different one.
You drive Hugo, we have Hugo parking. Oh, shit. It's Friday! That was crazy. Techno is techno. Is rat dishwasher? Is frog cook? Is pig waitress? Techno is techno. You never saw the Muppet Stick Manhattan? Dude, that would be a shirt. That'd be a techno shirt right there you could sell. Because most techno heads are old enough to remember that movie. People is people. Techno is techno. And then up here, I'm really just going to do the line work around these clouds and leave it pretty open. So the green of the turret really pops. Just bring a few of those lines out. A few lines. We'll add a bunch of grass down here at the bottom to towards the end. My brother say he had a 40-minute drive home. Jesus Christ.
And not in rush hour.
Oh, it's midnight there.
Yeah.
He works late shift. Yeah. Can I get a fuck that? And we'll accentuate the edge of the picture frame here. Really Norman Rockwell this thing home. And we'll take a drive along the top of it too. There we go. And the painting is sideways. It is not your television. It is not the drugs. Bam. Okay. Thicken those lines up. And basically what is left is the white for the star. We're going to write Carentan and St. Lo right here for the street signs, and bring that up a little bit more instead of reaching up to try and zoom. Give you guys a nice close look. And then down here we're going to put a bunch of grass coming out from in between the split log, and then put a few highlights in, and this baby will be done. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I know I hopped on a little early. It's about 10 o'clock now. I think that's most of the black. Let's pop into some white here and grab my palette, my custom Chinette palette. That was the Wilhelm screen. And let's pull up make sure I spell this right, Carentan sign, World War II. Let's take a look at it. World War I. There we go. Carentan. Grab a pencil. Kind of flush it out first. And let's go with St. Lo. Number 2, dude. There we go. Images. Yeah, well, I like that. Perfect. Perfect. Cheers. Happy Friday. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just go straight into white paint. actually make it look like it's just shittily hand painted on this sign. Maybe the old one got blown up. And we'll definitely put these little wood lines back after we get that lettering on. Where did I save? It's picking up the pencil too, so that's why it's getting that grayish look to it. The end. We will work on those when that dries. For now, though, top down here, go back into our ink, and first I'm going to hit the side right there. Get it nice dark. Just pull little grasses out of there as well.
Yeah, so I don't really need to replace all of them, huh? I can just do, like, as long as a couple of them fit that bill.
Yeah.
Like, you heard the, like, repetitive ones, that I didn't change those. But, like, there's something over the top.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go. And sometimes it's easier to turn the painting upside down to get the effect that you want. Beautiful. I'll put a few little grasses that are just almost tall enough to compete with these willows here. All right. Excellent. I am going to do a little bit of hatching on the frame. We're going to sideways first. I'm going to give it its own nice texture. Oh, fucking yeah. There we go. And then we'll do the same along the top here. Get that nice and we're just bringing some separation between this picture frame and the picture itself. We're going to be done with this painting in a few minutes here, so it'll be time to drink a beer and enjoy this Friday.
Raid the sways.
We'll raid the sways, probably, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. This is my 5th painting I've completed in 3 weeks since I started streaming. Very happy with the productivity. This will be a lot of new artwork that I'll be releasing on this fall tour when I go out on the road to do the big rock shows. So we're going to bring these little lines back in. There's the music. Sugar's building a track right now for my new time lapse, so the music's going and then stops, and you're like, what? Because he's adding gunshots. Old West. Head over to my YouTube, though. Head over to, or look at my channel feed, and SeanDietrichArt.com. We'll have the current time lapses. Honest Brutality, Voodoo Frog, Black Hawk, and several others, Billy Martinez and the Birth of Paper. Most of the time lapses, there's one painting, and the other ones are custom hand-painted rolling trays that I did for OCB Rolling Papers for an art show, or an art display at their booth at the big industry trade show last January. So if you look at it and wondering why it looks like I'm painting on a sushi tray, you now know why. So just kind of kissing the black onto around the letters here. Add a little bit more of some solid lines, but still want to maintain that just shitty old look. But stylized. Stylized shit. There we go. Awesome, awesome. So we have Carrington. Yeah, and St. Lo. So next week we'll be working on the full painting that this is a part of. So if you check my site out, I just uploaded all the new artwork. This is a Shermantipede, a Shermantipede. I have an MG42 Mosquito, a 30 caliber Mosquito, and a whale, Higgins landing craft whale. So I'm animalizing a bunch of World War II vehicles to use in a commission for my buddy, commemorate his grandfather who fought at the Battle of Normandy and St. Lo. He's part of the 115th in WW2. So a lot of the work I do is surreal, but it's historical based. I like to have a good story behind the artwork, and a little bit of history. There's a lot of dumb art out there. We're trying to remedy that. Anybody watching, if you are an artist and you have a link, feel free to pop it in the chat. I do not mind. If you guys want to share art, I'm always on the lookout for some cool new art, or look out for some cool new art to check out. I think I said that right. Tongue-tied today. There we go. Let's get a little curly hues here. The time lapse he's working on is a real trippy Western, 3 rolling trays that connect to form one, and it's like a dung beetle pushing a big ball of poop, and then he's got his foreman like yelling at him, "Get that poop up that hill." Beautiful. So let's do a little bit of detail work. Some of this hatching out here. I'm going to drop in some white highlights. And then this bad boy will be finished. Got to put the... There's the Wilhelm scream. Very famous scream. Used in a lot of movies. Wash our brush. Go in with a smaller flat brush, pick up some of this white. Everything I'm working in is acrylic for color. This is all Holbein black ink for the blacks. I don't use black paint. I only use ink because it gets into the tooth of the canvas. This stuff is super opaque and waterproof. Dung beetle pushing a resin ball up a hill. Ooh, that would be cool. You hear that, Sugar?
I heard it.
Pushing a resin ball. That'd be a badass dab, Matt. I could do that. I think that's now on the idea list. I could do that. I could paint that. I could sell that. Because who doesn't want a dung beetle piece of art? Yeah, it's a very, very long time lapse, so I've been working on this for quite a while, so I'm excited to see it finally come to fruition.
I've been working on this for many phases of my life.
Right? Moonwitch got the whisper, thank you. Yeah, if I ever mention that on anybody's feed, I know them. I know they're cool with it. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming. It's trippy. I think I might submit this one to Peter West. He's a buddy of mine, or a guy I met through a convention, an acquaintance. But he's one of the last guys that does the blacklight posters, like all the fuzzy ones. So I think this might lend itself to a pretty badass blacklight poster, you know. But there we go. And I think it's going to be a pretty cool addition to the painting. A bunch of mosquitoes with 30 calibers flying around it. This is definitely this is definitely the trippiest World War II painting I've ever worked on. Not just this one, but the big one that I'm prepping this for. But I'm always looking for different ways to, you know, take subject matters that I like and like how do we make it different? There we go. I like the dung beetle resin ball idea though. Let's give them some highlights on these chompers. Oh, that's what we want to do. Bring some of that white around here. There we go. It's amazing with just some white highlights will do. How much it'll make it pop. I should be using a round brush. I'm being lazy. And we're actually going to go over this black line and separate it. Boom. There we go. Cool. Final white highlights. And this bad boy will be done. Let's move this down here. Make sure I'm not dabbing my elbow into something that shouldn't be. Smear it all over the place. There we go. And we will jump into a this brush. Yeah, this one will work. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighting on his arms. Just kind of pull some of these, pull them away from the background a little bit. So we'll even hit his tongue again. There we go. Switch over here. Good. And if I go over any of the black, we'll just go back in with more black. Maybe a little shimmer off that. There we go. Did I not get the... Yeah, definitely the trippier of all the three vehicles that I did. I think the mosquito looks more like an insignia, and the whale is a lot darker, more imposing, and then this one is just completely psychedelic. And that's okay. And I don't see it being a problem mixing all these different styles into that big piece. There we go. And all the guitar work is that guy, right?
Yep.
It's crazy. It's cool. I dig.
Oh yeah, Greg's awesome. He's a killer musician on a lot of different levels.
Is your hair dry yet, Moon?
Yeah, are we going to the sock hop or what?
Yeah, we're going to the sock. I feel concerned now. You're going to be like the Charlie Brown character with the rain cloud just hanging over.
New avatar.
Oh, she said almost. My hair likes to hold water, evidently. If I go to a trip to the desert, I'm going to make you wash your hair and walk next to me if we run out of water.
Squeeze out the hair in your mouth.
Yeah. Bring your hair out in my water bottle. And let's take a drive down the barrel of this cannon with some white. Boom. There we go. What that again. I want a really bright. There we go. Whoops, that went into the crimson or the brown. Bastards. Was Greg stoned when he wrote this?
What's that?
Was he stoned when he wrote this?
Maybe.
There we go. A metric shit ton of them. I actually knew a girl like that in Pittsburgh when I lived there when I was 19 who, yeah, she would kind of take her hair and wind it into a ponytail, and I mean, it was like shipping rope. Craziness.
Shipping rope.
Like the rope you find on, like, tie it up to the dock. Not like rope you'd wrap a package with. Just a few little accentuations. I don't put too many on there. I don't want shiny wood. That sounded weird. That's an album name.
Still with this shit?
Oh yeah. And we'll blast some Wagner and yeah, almost. Just a few little highlights, and yeah, this needs to be a blacklight poster for sure.
Hell yeah.
There's a little one there. There's sugar. Musician extraordinaire. Let's put some. How about some? What are those things called? Taste buds. That was completely unnecessary. But
You have what?
I said that was completely unnecessary to give him taste buds. Let's shake it out. Look how neon it looks here. Now on the stream it looks like the actual colors, but I think as that light is so low, it's washing out the color. So I just changed out the light bulb. It's a full daylight, so I may want to dial it back a little.
Back it up a little bit. I can't tell if I felt the 10 milligrams of THC. I might have to up the dosage.
Right. Oh.
This one is peach.
Peach. Sugar's going to have another edible.
They're really not economical.
No, the packaging alone is
Absurd as fuck.
fucking absolutely ridiculous.
It's like 20 times the size of this little thing. It's so your toddler doesn't swallow your edible.
Asshole better not.
Fucking kid.
What kind of edible? What is it again? Let me see the package.
It's Marma's peach.
Marma's peach. 10 milligram, not for kids. Emergency, 800-222-1222. One piece. Yeah, one piece comes in this huge box. It's like getting an Amazon. Yeah, that. It's like getting an Amazon package where like they put all those air bubble things in, and it's like my remote control came in a box like yay big. And it was like a TV remote control.
One gummy candy.
It's ridiculous. All right, we are done. I'm going to sign this piece, but we went from this on Tuesday, Monday, I don't know, I forgot what day. The initial sketch, the centipede, the Shermantipede, the Shermantipede, to this, our psychedelic, trippy, praying mantis-looking centipede Sherman tank just outside St. Lo in Carentan, World War II, June 6th, 1944. Well, probably 7th or 8th. They had to move inland first. This is going to go along with the whale. Let me grab that whale. Grab the whale. Haven't picked the mosquito up yet, but this was the piece that I did previous week. 30 caliber machine gun whale and the Sherman tank. I'm going to find a nice little corner, I think, right here to sign it. Let me see if I can't zoom in.
I like the PC one. That face better than the other one.
That is quite zoomed in. Maybe I'll hide my name in the tree. It's a 0. Let's see here. Yeah, I could do it there. You know what? I actually do want it over there. So let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. And we're going to sign this. And it is, what is the date? June 29th. Uh-oh. 6/29, 2008. Mother freaking teen. There we go. Just rub that out. Cool. All signed up. Let's pan back. Check the old Instagram. Whoops, I'm blocking the painting. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It is early on a Friday. I almost feel like too early, but I did want to get done a little bit early. And this weekend I'll be working on getting my sub badges and emotes made. They're all going to be little devils and drinking devils and big tongue hanging out devils and stuff like that. We'll see what we can come up with. As well as sketches for next week's pieces, the big piece, and maybe we'll do our first giveaway next week. Depends. I will eventually get my Discord set up too, but thanks to Moon Witch, I am posting on Creative Nation, or Creation Nation. Is that it? I forgot what it was called. But I'll be posting what I've been working on and finishing up and whatnot. So, cheers to you guys. Happy Friday. I think we'll go ahead and raid Sway's